Hey mamas, I would say good morning, but maybe I should say good night. It is actually nighttime that I'm doing this video, and I was thinking about what I wanted to post for Monday this week, and I have had this question come up a lot in my coaching, so I thought I would address it, and that is nighttime snacking. So I think for me personally, nighttime snacking is probably one of my biggest challenges that I run into. And I think a lot of my coaching clients, and I see a lot of the ladies in the admin groups, also have struggles with nighttime snacking. And it's kind of like, how do I turn off that desire to have more food at night? And especially after the kids have gone to bed and the house gets quiet and you don't have a million things to do. And it is a struggle. It really is. So ideally, it would be great if we just always had our dinner, had a little dessert that matched our meal, relatively soon after dinner, and then stopped eating. A lot of women pick a nighttime hour that they don't want to eat after 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night, something like that. Depends on how early you get up the next morning and have breakfast. And, and that's great. But sometimes we have a late night. Sometimes we get in late from events. Sometimes we just need a snack because it's been too many hours. So what can we do that can give us some satisfaction later at night without derailing our goals towards our progress? And I'm going to talk about also some of those other things, the emotional side of this too, in just a minute. But let me throw out a few ideas for you first. So a few very simple ideas, which doesn't always work, but for me, usually late night, because you're kind of looking for that nurturance after a long, busy day, I'm craving something sweet. So a couple of things I always keep on at home and ready to use is something like this, a nice sleepy time tea, or this one's sweet sleep herbal tea. And then I love using, I think I've showed this in some of my other videos, I'm pretty sure, Torani, the zero sugar syrup is on plan. They make, I think, 3 flavors, but I only buy 2. I buy this one and I buy the caramel, but I think they also make hazelnut in this variety. Oh, my timer. Sorry. I have, I'm making challah late at night. Yes, I am making challah late at night as a gift for some friends. Ay, ay, ay. It's how it rolls. So anyways, so I will often add these together and I will make a nighttime treat, the nice warm mug sitting there sipping that. It's sweet, it's restful, it's a good combination. So that's one of the things I do. Another one on the same similar line is I keep a container filled with hot cocoa mix. So this is Mama Fox's hot cocoa mix, which I will link. And sometimes I will even add a little splash of this, or I'll add a little splash of caramel syrup to it. And it's sweet, it's creamy, it's wonderful. I do highly recommend blending it in your blender because that extra step does give it kind of a creamier, little bit of froth on it, deliciousness to it, which is something I'm really craving some nights, is that sweet, warm, creamy texture. Another option, because what we're kind of looking for, and I forgot to mention this, I'm sorry, is if you're going to be having a later night snack and you really probably shouldn't be eating or don't really need to be eating, but you really need something, we're looking for kind of hitting that ultra fuel pull category, which means really low on carbs, really low on fat, really low on everything. I mean, just something to get us through. Now, sometimes those drinks won't always work and we want actually something we can eat. So these little Jellos, Simply Delish, are great. They're a little keto Jello, they work, easy to put together. And I also have a super duper simple gelatin recipe on my blog, which of course I will link for you guys. And it makes at least 4 servings, and each one is ultra fuel pull. So that's really simple thing to have in the fridge and ready to go. And then a few things that I don't have on me, but or pre-made that I can show you, but like this is my little container of Gluckie. And so having Gluckie pudding or the Glory Glycine pudding, a half of a frappa or big boy smoothie. You don't need the whole one. You could even probably do, honestly, a big boy. You could probably do a fourth of one. Those things are just huge. And then other things, well, I think, oh, tummy tucking ice cream and the tummy spa ice cream, those are both Ultra Fuel pulls also. So if you want to make those up, you totally could. Or you could try some of the sippers that have like a little bit more substance to them, like the spa sip, which actually has some veggies in it, which would be totally fine at night. So those are all like easy, good options. If you can, and you know that you're gonna have a really crazy day and you're gonna be craving something in the evening, long past your eating time, I would highly recommend you prep for success. That's what I always tell people, prep for success. So make up a box of Jell-O or have this ready to go in your cupboard at all times. I always, when this empties, I turn right around and I make a whole new batch. But prep for success so that you can do well. Now, the other issue that I run into with so many of my ladies and I myself is it's evening time and finally nobody needs us. And for many of us mamas, by that time, we have spent our whole day pouring out into our family, into our friends, into our community, into the lives of everybody else, and we have not received the nurturance that we need. Now, do I have a blanket answer on how to fix that? No, I really don't. But my recommendation would be start making a list and recognizing when you're in that place, when you're in that emotional space where you're feeling you need nurturance, and just stop and recognize, I'm looking for food to be that nurturance for me. And do I really need that food? Probably you don't. Sometimes doing something that's Ultra Fuel pull like this might be enough. Some women, and I know myself included, I've had really long, hard days and I just wanted to munch on anything because I finally was coming down off of whatever crazy busyness happened that day. And I've now looked for other ways to help me handle that. And you know, it just kind of depends on what I need. But I need to usually step back for a few minutes and just give it some thought. What is it that I need? Do I need a hug? Do I need to cry? Do I need to talk to my husband? Do I need to reach out to a girlfriend? Scripture is very clear that we should share our burdens one with another. So if you're having a really hard day, take advantage of the people that love you and share what's going on in your life. Sometimes just getting someone in there to listen to you and be with you and encourage you and pray with you is enough that you'll make a healthier choice for yourself overall. And just making sure that you're carving out time to take care of yourself too. And I know that is such a buzz thing right now, but there really is a part of us, God created us that way, that we have needs that must be met also. And we cannot constantly just be giving without having some of our own needs met. Now, I don't think that means a spa day or anything like that, but I do think it means taking an extra long shower at night, spending some time in a good book, read some scripture, pray, talk to friends, talk to your husband, talk to family members that are trusted that you know will listen and encourage you. Anything like that can really make such a difference when you're having one of those days where you just feel like eating your emotions away because it was so stressful. And I will tell you, one thing I've noticed too over the years is when you're really craving something crunchy, it usually means you had a pretty stressful day, because that crunching action is like a bit of a destructive action, and it's something we naturally like go after when we're really stressed out. And just be mindful of that. If you're like, I have got to eat chips or popcorn or, you know, something really crunchy, that usually means we're needing to burn off some of that extra stress energy from our day. And so find other ways to do that. Jump around, dance, sing a song that's a good, you know, belted out kind of song. You know, find other ways to move that stress energy out of your life instead of eating it up and putting it back inside of you. Let it out. So I don't have all the answers by any means. I wish I did. I just know that I've watched myself and so many of my wonderful clients struggle with these same issues that we all have. And I'm just hoping that this video will bring you a bit of encouragement. And I hope you enjoyed that I did it actually in my bathrobe. And yes, I'm really in my jammies. And yes, it really is nighttime. But I really wanted to do it from this aspect because this is the time a lot of us finally slow down and we have a few minutes to ourselves. And sometimes this is when we just make the worst choices for ourselves. In reality, it's just that we're burned out, we're tired, and we just don't want to make one more choice. We just want something to make us feel a little better. but prepare yourself, prepare for success, and make up things that will be in your kitchen so that you will be successful and you'll be thrilled by the next morning that, yes, I did this on plan. And you can do that. You really can do that. All right, mamas, I think that's all for this video this week. And I am working on the video for a day in the life. So I'm going to come out with a day in the life of a coach, admin, whatever I am, and an allergy mama, what I eat in a day. So pray for me. I'm terrible at remembering to continue videoing my life throughout the day. I usually put out a video pretty just in one set and I don't think about picking this thing back up, but I'm working on it. So I hope that next week that's going to be my video, is a day in the life. All right. Anyways, bless you all. Thank you for following along and watching. Let me know if you have any questions. And I just hope you have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you on Monday. Bye.